think what we've seen with whether they are true or not, the rampant sexual allegations of our leadership. That's political and in the church and in the media. It's everywhere. That's very strange. And what I'm coming to terms with is many of those people who have done these outlandishly destructive and evil things are oftentimes the same people who are touting Christianity. Well, Paul was a sinner, and this person was a sinner, and Jesus redeemed them, those we should give more grace and more grace and more grace. But there's more to the story. Because I had stepped outside of the world where all of your bills are paid, you have a job, you have job security, everything's going to be great, and to a world where actually you got to go fend for yourself now. You're out of the military. Think for yourself. Fight for yourself. You don't eat what you don't kill. You have to go get it. And I tried to lead my team with that. And it failed. Because the people who I was leading took advantage of it. Point blank, period. And that doesn't necessarily mean they didn't try their best. And a lot of times they did try their best. But I was too busy on trying to be nice, trying to be liked, trying to be good, trying to be graceful, trying to be everyone's friend, this shining image of what Christ would be. I forgot to actually do the hard thing. And sometimes the hard thing is telling people you sucked today. You got to figure this thing out. Maybe you don't actually have a place on this team. You can't take everybody with you. And a lot of these values I held as Christian values were truthfully just being soft. Just being soft. They're a pushover. They're too nice. And they're not effective. They need to be able to get some stuff done. You gotta grow up at some point. Grow a backbone. Quit being so daggum nice. And you gotta tell people the truth sometimes. We are great to hear sheep herding Jesus. But sometimes you need old school, open up the earth and swallow person, God. And I realized that I had tied that belief all the way back to that point at the Air Force Academy when I was in the church so often. To all of those times I was listening to God, or praying to God and studying the Word, being the good Christian from a very young age, all the way up till really recently when the bottom fell out.